Right, video number 2. We've come down to the grow room. We're going to be training with my good friend Sam. And if anyone knows Sam, he's half of the Board twins and they have fucking massive legs. So it's only right that we train legs today. Yeah, gonna kill it. I'm gonna run the session. Obviously, Sam's gonna try and keep up.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
A boy better know. I don't take back chat, no disrespect. Already know the gang, and I'm something like Big Fish. Fuck the ops, it's their loss. I cut them off. How could I get pissed off? Bodies get ticked off. I hope you brush your teeth before you talk about the big boss. Brand new bed sheets covered in your wifey's lip gloss. You was at the top, but you slipped off. None of them boy, they're hard. All of them boy, they're soft.
My plan today is Henry's gonna go first on everything, so I know exactly what I need to beat, and I'm gonna beat him on everything. That's the plan.
Right, so exercise number 1, we're going to start with adductors. For me, they're a really weak part of my leg, and you know, like adductors just fill out your legs so much. You can have the biggest quads in the world, but if you've got no adductors, then your legs are still going to look pretty.
Yeah, I think it's something that a lot of beginners especially really neglect, and it's not until later on in your bodybuilding career where people actually start prioritising adductors. Like I have built some sick quads, a bit of quality from the front, but you just found density in your legs. They don't take away from the rest of your lifts, and sticking them at the front of your workouts is going to mean you're going to have huge PBs on your adductors, huge adductor growth, and like I said, it's not going to take away from anything else, so I highly recommend putting them at least first or second in your workout, because they're going to help you grow some big ass legs.
I'd consider them one of the most important exercises in my whole leg routine. For me, I actually didn't have access to an adductor machine for probably 5 years. That's my excuse for having small adductors.
And there's not really much else you can do for them, to be fair. Like whenever someone doesn't have an adductor machine, I'm like, I don't really know what else you can do.
Push now. These are the ones that count. Let's go. Good. Nice, come on. One more on your own, and one more on me. Drive, fucking drive, come on. Last one. All you, come on. Oh man.
I don't really like Adiolas, I like fit yardies, so I got one. Way back when we did it on pedals, got one. BM1, you done better stay alert. When alert's on alert, he'll skid them tires and pop some.
Come on. Good, hard drive, all the way. Come on. Drive. Nice.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice, guys, as well, is that me and Henry do a hell of a lot of warm-up sets before every single exercise. Now, the way we train is very progressive based, typically logging numbers, going for PBs every single session, and doing this again and again when you build up that strength. If you're coming in and you're going for your PB weight on every single exercise without warming up, you're just setting yourself up for injury. So We typically do anywhere between 2 to 5 working sets on every single exercise, depending on the exercise and depending where it situates in the workout as well. So typically we do a lot more near the beginning of the workout and a lot more on the big heavy compound as well. But yeah, I highly recommend making sure you are doing some warm-up sets before, especially if you're training in the same kind of way as we train.
Yeah. Also things like, I guess it's the same as warm-up sets, but things called feeder sets where we're basically just feeling out the movement. The main sort of, what you don't want to do with a feeder set is take away from your working set, so you don't want to fatigue yourself at all. So yeah, just how I'd do it, let's say a bench press, my max bench press was 100 kg for 8 reps. I'd warm up with 40 kg for 20 reps, 60 kg for 10 reps. But like I said, you should be going nowhere near failure. And yeah, just basically getting a feel. And then when you do hit your working set, you know exactly what's going on, so you can smash it. So exercise number 3 is going to be quad extensions. Again, same with every exercise, full range of motion. A big mistake you see with the quad extension is, for example, I'm not going all the way to the top, so getting it like this, go to like here, where you're missing that 3-4 inches there. And that's what counts really, because that's full contraction, you're fully shortening the quads, and that's what we're going to aim to do on every single rep. Another tip for the quad extension is try not to let your knees flare out. So one thing I used to do is if you just like squeeze your fist, that's like where you should be aiming for, keeping your legs completely parallel. I said about the range of motion as well, like full range of motion all the way to the top. So a common mistake people make is they don't go all the way like right to the top.
Yeah.
You're missing out on so much.
Yeah, and on the quad extension it's the only kind of quad movement where you can actually get your quad fully short and load it in the contracted position.
Yeah.
Because on most quad movements it's going to be the compounds, and when you fully extend, obviously you get a lot of loading through the knee joint, and it just takes that tension away from the quad, whereas on an extension like this, you're in the fully contracted position, you are fully loaded up on the quad. So I highly recommend spending a micro pause of like a second or so, holding the weight at the top in that contracted position. If you can't hold it up there, that weight is too heavy for you and you're probably flinging it up anyway, so reduce that and have a bit more control.
We're going to do 2 sets on this. My first set, the pad was a little bit too low, so I'm aiming for it to be about a little bit less than halfway up my shin. Just find it getting much better contraction that way, so it's adjusted. And I'll beat Sam this time.
Yeah, crack man. guys. Squeeze. There you go. All the way. Yep. Squeeze it off. There you go, man. Bah! One more recommendation on this one, guys, as well, is strap in. Like, when you're, for your quad to activate, the only thing that should be moving is that bottom part of your leg extending across the knee. Anything else moving isn't your quad, that's just you chucking your body about to help get the weight up. So by strapping yourself in, you can just make sure everything's stabilized, you are literally locked to the seat, and the only thing that should be moving, like I said, is that bottom part of your leg extending across the knee. So you get a lot of guys whose ass are coming out of the chair just to kind of get the weight up. And again, it's just like other things, it's just really taking the tension away from the muscle you're actually trying to target. It kind of defeats the point of the exercise.
So, come on. Come on. Good man, let's go. Come on. One to count. Good man. Keep pushing. Drive. Good. Drive now, all the way. Let's get two. Come on. Good. Last one. Everything. Come on. Good. Job done.
Try and make him swim. Man pushed their right in and his vital organs gave up on him. And S is known as a reaper, the way he done was way too grim. Talking cause they ain't on a thing. Try talk on my ting and I let cool fling. If I go cool, I'll go Joe. If you go cool, you
So guys, what I'm doing here is just a bit of glute activation work. So we're about to go on some compounds now. So we're going to do the Cybex hack and then a hip press as well. So it's something that I've only just started recently implementing. But I was getting a lot of issues with my knees, so I had about 3 months where I couldn't really train legs properly because my knees just felt like absolute glass. And the problem wasn't actually my knees, it's because my glutes haven't been firing. So when I jump on these compounds, all the weight's getting loaded through my quads and through my knees as well. So by activating my glutes before I jump on these compounds, so I'm doing the abductor now just to get a bit of blood in my glutes, get my glutes firing. I'm not looking to take this to failure, literally just high reps, filling them with blood so that when I jump on the compounds, they just naturally activate. And it's taken that strain off my knees and allowing me to push the load a bit higher as well. So if it's something that you do get issues with your glute engagement, or if you're getting knee pain, it is quite common that it is due to your glutes not firing. So this is something I recommend implementing before you jump onto your compounds.
So exercise number 4 is going to be the Cybex hack. This is a notorious hack purely because just of the angle and the mechanics, it's just very, very hard. What we're going to do is band it, reverse band it, so it takes a little bit off the bottom. Sam's got really bad knees, I've got pretty bad knees as well, so it just helps in that way as well. But it's a great exercise and it's fucking challenging, so we'll see. We're aiming to target our quads as well on this hack. Obviously, with any leg movement like this, it all depends where your feet are. So on a pad like this, the higher your feet are, the more glutes you're going to be hitting. The lower they are, the more quad. So for me, the aim of the game is to get my feet as low as possible without my heels coming off the ground, because my foot needs to stay flat the whole time. So I'll just work my way down the pad until I can find a good start. Again, this is what feeder sets are used for, just to feel out the whole movement and yeah, see where it's best to be.
Yeah, and with something like this as well, like find where's most comfortable for you. You have a lot of guys saying your feet need to be here or they need to be there. If you jump on the movement and for you it just feels like absolute shit and you don't get a connection, it's hurting your knees or whatever, adjust it to a position where you find most comfortable. Still looking to hit the target muscle, like Henry's saying, this is a quad focus movement. We want to be as low as possible, but Some people are going to be able to go a bit lower than you with their heels, some people a bit higher. It completely depends on you as an individual, so find what works for you and just run with that.
Right, first working set. Couple more little pointers. Obviously, like I said, we need our feet on the ground the whole time, pushing through the heel. At the bottom of the rep, I always think in my head, I'm pushing the pad away, I'm not pushing up. That makes a big difference for me. I think about you.
There's all these little cues that help you actually engage and control the muscle. Don't just jump on a machine and just without thinking about anything, just move the weight. That's what a lot of people do. They just jump on it, they don't think about how the muscle actually works, and they just move. They just jump on the machine and just move it. So think about how the target muscle actually works, contract. Find little cues that help you contract it, and then just think about them during the exercise.
Right.
That man. Drive. Oh yeah. Yep, drive. Yeah, I'm going heavier than that. If I have to do 15 reps on this, I think my heart will be beating out my fucking chest. Shut the gas like that.
Let's go, big set. Man, come on. Perfect. Come on. Push. Drive now, come on. Got more, way more. Good man, keep going. Not touching it. Deep breaths. Come on, push.
Whoa. That felt alright, my knees feel there.
Felt good. Yeah.
Drive. All you, man. Yep. All the way. All you, man. Drive. All the way. Last one,
Good. Come on. Yeah, good. 2. Right, good. Keep going. Come on. Good. Come on, good. Cool. Good set, man.
Murder charge ain't a joke and laugh. You think that you shower when last you jump in the bath. I know the gunman that do OB, a voodoo and witchcraft. Roll with a 9-month-old baby so they can bring out the mash in the Winnie the Pooh scarf. Sun's out, guns out, bare chest in a Rolls Royce. Park up and I jump out. Rich nigga used to back food at my mum's house.
So guys, intra workout shakes as well. So you see I've got 2 here. In this one, I've got my intra workout carbohydrates. So I have 25 grams of carbs throughout the workout, and I sip this one throughout the workout. I'll be looking to finish it off around this exercise now. There's obviously no point having it after I finish, but that just keeps me kind of energized throughout the session. Whenever I don't have this, I kind of tend to dip off the last couple exercises and then to end rushing them, so I highly recommend getting that in as well. And as well as that, I've got intra-workout EAAs, so with these, I like to just neck them all at once halfway through the workout. So these are going to spike your muscle protein synthesis, and we don't want to be keeping muscle protein synthesis elevated continuously throughout the day. We want to be getting spikes and letting it drop down back to an equilibrium with muscle protein breakdown to then be spiked again. So if you're sipping this throughout the whole workout, you're going to keep it elevated throughout the whole workout, and you're not letting it drop down to baseline. So I have my pre-workout meal, that was about 2 hours ago now, so that would have spiked muscle protein synthesis. Around 2 to 3 hours you want to leave it. I neck this halfway through the workout, then I'll finish the workout, and then about 2 hours after this I have my next hit of protein, which will be my post-workout meal. So I go for EAAs from EHP Labs. Go-to flavors are Feed and Pineapple. Use code BALLTWINS for 10% off. Cheeky plug.
So one thing I'm trying to work on a lot at the moment is my breathing through a set. Obviously, in a high rep set, the closer and closer you get to failure, the less gas you have. And the reps at the end of the set are the ones that count. So if you're getting to the end of the set, hitting those reps and you're gassing out before you're hitting muscular failure, then that's just not optimal. So one thing I'm doing at the moment is really trying to focus on my breathing. Big deep breath in on the eccentric. As I'm pushing away, I'm breathing out really quickly, exhaling hard. And if you get in a good habit of that, it's amazing for like hitting true muscular failure.
Yeah, especially in the higher rep sets, and especially in like deep off season for a lot of people like me and Henry out there at the moment. But it's like when we're pushing food crazy hard and we're carrying around a lot of body fat, it's like your gas tank is absolutely shit. I jump off like a hack squat of like a 9-rep set, I won't be able to breathe for 5 minutes. So which is why keeping cardio in the off season can be so beneficial, because it's going to keep your cardiovascular health in a good place. It means you can actually take these sets to true failure without, like Henry saying, your gas tank kind of being a limiting factor.
If you are, like I said, if you are getting to the end of the set, you are gassing out before you're hitting muscular failure, then
you've not really done much there.
Exactly. So one thing I focus on a lot is breathing.
I always forget to breathe, mate.
Hey.
I haven't breathed this whole session. I haven't breathed this. Just forget.
I'm good now.
Just forget. Let's go, Henry. Jog. Who are you? Yep. Who are you, man? Jog.
Come on. Let's go. Push.
One more, you help.
Drive. Right, and that's a wrap. Big leg day, done down at the grow room. Smashed it, didn't we?
Yeah, good session, man. Good session as always. Definitely need to get some more in the future.
Definitely.
But yeah, I'm sure you've got plenty more videos just like this coming anyway, so make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this as well. We are going to plan some more sessions in the future as well, so I'm sure you'll be seeing each other on each other's channels over the next few weeks as well. So
100%.
cheers guys. See you in the next video.
Nice one.